Guys, welcome back. It's your girl Danielian. If you're new here, welcome to the fam. I am so excited to be bringing to you guys this beautiful shimmer spring glam subtle look. It's like everything in one, but a lot of you have been telling me or asking me on my Instagram that you guys wanted to see a look with just shimmers, no mattes. So that's what I've created today, and I absolutely love how it turned out. If you guys are interested in learning how to create this look, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. But without further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so right now it is allergy season, so forgive me if I sneeze, if I like scratch my throat or like scratch my ears or scratch my eyes, or if my eyes look super small, because all I've been doing is just itching my nose and like nothing is helping me at all. So forgive me, but let's get straight to it. So the first thing I'm going to start off obviously is primer, as we always do. I'm not too sure if I used this primer before. This one is the Honey Do Me Up primer from NYX, and I love this primer because it has like a really nice like tackiness to it without being sticky, but it's also very hydrating. So I just like to use the spatula that comes in and just apply that all over. Whoops. All over the skin. And lately I've been using more primer. I think it's because I used to just like not use a lot of primer before, and my makeup used to kind of like melt gradually, but now I'm starting to use more primer, and I really like how my face is, or how my makeup is going on. So I'm just gonna rub this in like that, get the forehead, and as you guys can see, like the glow is like already there. It is a very hydrating primer, and it's not like, it looks sticky in the bottle, but it's not that sticky. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay, so lately I haven't been able to find a good eye primer, like a drugstore one. I'm always using my Urban Decay Primer Potion one. If you guys have any recommendations whatsoever and really good drugstore eyeshadow primer, please comment down below, because I have really oily eyelids, so I really need something that will hold it down. Okay, so now that we're all primed up, I want to go in with like a very nice glossy kind of luminizing lotion, because it is spring, so we do want to have that glow intact. So what I'm going to be using is the new Revlon Rose Glow Face Gloss, Luminize and Hydrate. So this actually has 80% water, which is very hydrating for your skin while it's giving you a glow. So let's shake that up, get all the good stuff flowing, and we're just going to squirt some of that onto my hand. This looks so, oh my god guys, look at that. It's so like, oh, it's so pretty. Let's apply it to the face. Oh, I probably should have applied this with a brush, but you know what? I like using my hands. Do you guys see like that shimmer? I'm so excited. Oh my god, I literally look like a glowing rose. The color, I mean, pink. You guys can see my allergies. I'm flaring up a lot on my face, like these little bumps. So I do treat that, but I haven't treated it for a while, so if you guys want to see a video on that, let me know. But as you guys can see, we have a beautiful kind of pink hue glow going on. This is so pretty, and it smells very nice. It smells like baby lotion. Okay, so now that we're all set up for success, let's get to the eyebrows. I always like to do my eyebrows first, as you guys know, so it helps me frame my face. By the way, I know a lot of you guys are going to ask me, but these contacts are from TDI, and they're in the color Fuji Green. So I will link everything down below, because I've been getting a lot of compliments on this shade particularly. But let's get to the eyebrows. Okay, so I recently got some new E.L.F products that I really haven't gotten around to try, and they contain two eyebrow kind of tools here. So we have the Ultra Precision Brow Pencil, and we also have the Wild Brow, and this one is a neutral brown, and this one, the brow pen, I believe is in, am I blind? Oh, it's also a neutral brown. So they're both a neutral brown, but let's go in with the pencil first. It's super thin, so I believe it's gonna give you like a nice hair-like stroke, but yeah, let's go. Okay, so anytime I open a new eye pencil, it's super hard, so I just like to like warm it up on my hand and kind of just like get that flowing a little bit, so it's not super hard on my eyebrows. So as you can see, it's starting to like form a little bit of color. I just want to get that a little bit more warmer so that it glides on very nicely. So now that's that, I'm going to take the other end of this, and I'm just going to kind of comb my hair down with the spoolie so I can get the top first. And I like this technique because it really gets like all the corners and the sides that you need. So this one right off the bat, it's not super pigmented, but like definitely if you like go through with it a few times, like it builds up. So it takes a little while actually. So let's go back up, let's comb this up here, and let's work on the bottom to create a little bit of a shape. So I think the beginning of my eyebrows are a little harsh, so I'm just going to go with the spoolie and kind of just like shade that out a little bit because I want it to be super soft. I don't want it to be very archy. I kind of want it to still look natural. That's why I didn't really fill it in all the way. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I kind of just want to like tame it and put it in place so it doesn't move, but with a little bit of color. I'll be going in with the E.L.F Gel Fibre Volume Wow Brow, and this again is in the color Neutral Brown. So let's just shake that up a little bit, kind of get all the stuff that's at the bottom up in there. Let's open it up. And so this actually, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but it definitely has some fibers in the actual gel so that it helps build your eyebrows while you're using it. So let's just kind of put that and run that through. Definitely a interesting concept. I know Maybelline came up with something like this, but it was like more just like a crayon, kind of eyebrow crayon, but this is definitely interesting. Now that's combed up and tamed, let's cut them out. Not literally, but let's cut them out. So I've had this concealer for a little while in my collection. I just never really touched it, but this is TheBalm Antidotes. That's very clever. It's called Antidotes. Not spelled like that, like you guys would say it's spelled, but it's pretty much skincare meets color. It is clean beauty, and I love a good cream concealer, so let's try this out to arch the brows. Oh, it's super creamy. I like automatically it just like starts to flow. We don't even need to warm this up. Just use it right under our eyes. So let's carve out these eyebrows. Ooh, I really like this shade. It's super creamy. You guys see it goes in like one swipe. Let me do the other side. Wow. You know, I used to use cream concealer a lot when I was like younger, and I don't know why I stopped. I think because like liquid concealer became like a thing because it was like more natural, but I definitely miss cream concealer. I'm surprised I haven't pulled this out earlier to use. Ooh, I really sorry guys, I'm really liking this shade right now. Like, I'm really liking this color because it's close to my skin tone, but it also is light enough to make my brows pop and look super clean. So now that these are kind of carved out, let's blend them out and see how they look. So they blend out very nicely as well because it's creamy. It's not like dry creamy, it's very like moisturizing creamy. Like, that was so easy to do. I think that was like more effortless than my liquid concealer. Wow, that eyebrow arch is looking very nice. I'm liking it. So let's blend this out. Guys, I'm not even joking, like you have to get your hands on this concealer. Like, I love this. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. I just love it. I just love it. It's like my new favorite thing now. Wow, I can wear this just by itself. Usually when I carve out my eyebrows, it looks super like light, but this like kind of blends in with my skin tone, which I really like. Okay, so you know, now it's the fun part. We're gonna go in with eyeshadow. Since I like this concealer so much, I'm gonna use this on top of my eyes as a base, on top of the eye primer that I already have on, just because today we're working with shimmery colors. So with shimmery colors, you need to have a really nice base so that the colors come out and show off really pretty. So I'm just gonna do a very slight concealer on top of my eyes. I also like to pass it across my nose because since I do my eyes first and after I do my like concealer and foundation, I don't really like to go in this corner because sometimes it messes up my eye look, you know. So I just like to go in there and kind of like fill that with some concealer, and I'm dabbing very lightly in the concealer because I don't want to put too much there. I just want to kind of have this area brightened up, as you guys can see. So I actually found these little goodies and I absolutely love them. It's from E.L.F. It's the Line and Define eye tape. I mean, you could use regular tape, but like these are just so cute. So let's put these on before we start our eye look, just to give us a little bit of a guide on how to do this like cute look that we're going to go for. I'm going to peel one of that and put that right there. And then I'm going to take another one. And I'm gonna put that right there. So this is gonna make everything so much easier and so much faster to complete. So Revlon sent me some new stuff for this season, and in that I was fortunate enough to get an eyeshadow palette. This is Revlon's So Fair's palette in the color Slight Flex number 963, and I just love the colors in this palette because it's very soft, but like you have like a very like a nice rich green color. Because honestly, everybody who knows me, you guys know I love a good emerald green eye. Like it makes any outfit, like black, white, beige, brown, green, blue, or red. It just makes orange, like I can't even go on. It just makes an outfit come together. It's kind of like wearing nude eyeshadow. I feel like green is such a universal color, it can go for anything. So that's why I picked this palette, so we can play it up with it a little bit. And a lot of you guys have been asking me how to really create looks with more shimmers, because you guys know how to do things with mattes already. So that's why I decided for today's look, let it be all shimmer. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first color I'm going to start off with is this very pretty rose gold, and I just love this color so much. It just has like a very nice warm tone to it. But again, we're playing with shimmers, so let's just focus on the outer corner with this one, trying to pretty much use this as a transition shade, if that makes sense. But we don't want to put too much because when it becomes shimmery, it could be very messy. So you want to keep this look kind of soft. So I'm applying this just in my crease and bring it out, not too out, but like right in the middle, like right here. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have a very nice like base shade going on. Even though it's not matte, it is shimmery. It still looks very pretty in my opinion. So now we're gonna go with that dark green but very pretty on the outer corners and kind of bring it into the rose gold that we just did. So with that, I'm going to be taking a corner brush like so. I'm going to dip that into that, and we're going to use our tape as our guideline and pretty much start on the tape like that. So as you guys can see, I kind of already created a guide for myself, and from that I'm just going to go up with it and go down with it and go up with it. And what I like about this tape is that like you can't really make any mistakes with this. You can do whatever you want because the tape catches all your mistakes. You guys can see I'm already building up that intensity with the green. Oh, my eye. Guys, if you have any allergy remedies, please comment down below. I have seasonal allergies, so like it's pollen for me and like flowers and just like outside. I've tried everything, but for me, like I get it like every now and then. Like I don't think I get it every year. I think it like skips a year sometimes it skips 2 years. Like I don't know, does that happen with you guys? Let me know. Okay, so you guys can see like my look is not blended at all, but like don't worry about it. Right now we're just building it up so that we have something to use to blend it out later. So as I go on the outer corner, I'm gonna go slowly, very slowly, kind of into that transition shade in my crease. So you guys can see there's like a little thing going on there. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this side. Okay, so now that this looks completely like it looks awful, we're gonna blend this out. So I'm gonna be taking a smaller brush like this and going back with that green and kind of just like blending it with the rose gold that we did before. and you guys can see it's getting like a different shade altogether, like it's just mixing with the rose gold. And see this harsh line right here? I don't want that, so I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna diffuse that a bit. So now it looks much more softer and we could work with this. Also, I really need to know or want to know what you guys want to see me do here on YouTube. Usually my main platform is Instagram, but I do want to connect with you guys a little bit more, so that's why I decided to do more of an intimate platform, sorry, which is YouTube. But what do you guys want to see? Like, I know I do a little makeup content. Do you guys want to see fashion content? Do you guys want to see more Daisy content? But yeah, let me know. So now that we're done with the outer corners, let's go back in and kind of brighten up the inner corner, because I know that this pretty much kind of overpowered the rose gold that we did, but the rose gold was there just for a guide. So let's go back in with some of the brighter colors to brighten this look up. Okay, so I'm actually going to be going in with this lighter kind of, it's like a metallic pink, metallic green color, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys could believe. Let me see if I can get up in there and show you guys what I... Oh, it's hard. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, but we're gonna go in with this color, and I'm gonna go in my inner corner like that. So you guys can see this has like a little tint of green, and this is what's gonna mesh with our outside darker green. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with the rose gold and just focus on the inner corner like this, just to give it a little bit of a pink pop. And I'm gonna go into this one as well. Very, very subtle. Okay, now for the brow bone. I always believe when you put a highlight under your brow bone, it just makes the look come together. So we're gonna go in with our last color, which is this gold color over here. I'm gonna take a flat shader brush and kind of just apply that under the brow. Nothing too crazy, just very subtle. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of that shade on the inner corner as well, just to brighten things up a little bit more. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we're brightening this up a lot more with the shade, just to give it like a very nice dramatic but put together shimmery look. Okay, let's blend out any harsh lines. Okay, now that we're done, let's remove these. So as you guys can see, the glue's still there. So I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just wipe it off. It's that easy. Perfect wing. Okay guys, so it is spring, so a lot of you guys are not looking to wear foundations, and I'm not either. I'm always looking for a good tinted moisturizer, so let's try out this one from TheBalm. Okay, so this color again is almost the same color as my concealer. This is number 42, which was the same number as this. Let's see if the shade is the same. I'm just gonna cover up a little bit of any of my marks or blemishes that I don't want to show through in my tinted moisturizer. So let's go ahead and cover these up. Okay, so now that I've kind of covered up what I want to cover up, let's go in with the tinted moisturizer. I do think that this tinted moisturizer is a little bit light for me, but they don't come in a variety of shades. But it's nothing really hard to just kind of bronze it up with some bronzer to make it look a little bit more chiseled and to your skin tone. So let's shake this up because it is a tinted moisturizer, so you want to kind of have everything mixed up. Okay, and let's apply this. Wow, that looks like it's gonna be kind of light. Yeah, it looks like a perfect S. Let's blend it out. Okay, so I'm going in with my favorite brush from Shoppers Drug Mart, which is the HD foundation brush, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of spread this out. Oh wow, this is very full coverage for a tinted moisturizer. Oh my god, that's actually a really good shade match. I thought it was gonna be lighter, but it's actually matching very well on my skin, and the coverage is crazy. Like, are you guys seeing this right now? It's not a foundation. tinted moisturizer. So it says over here it's a tinted moisturizer. Can you guys believe that coverage of a tinted moisturizer? And like you guys can see, I'm spreading it out. Like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Oh my god, my skin just looks very like luminous. I haven't even blended it out yet. Like, oh my god, this literally covered like a foundation, but it's like so light, like it's very airy. I think that's probably like the moisturizer in it. Like it doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup, it feels like I'm wearing moisturizer. Cause like I feel like this cool sensation on my nose, like you know how like a moisturizer just like refreshes your skin? This is exactly what that feels like. Let's bring it down to the neck. Okay, it did get a little dark over here, I can see that. So now that I see it in the camera, it did get a little bit darker. And I think it might oxidize more, so this is great. When we go in with a lighter concealer to highlight, and then we go in with bronzer, it's definitely gonna make this whole look come together. But I think this is definitely a good shade for me, like when I do get darker around summertime, because I definitely get like around this color in the sun. So let's go in and brighten up this look a little bit with some concealer. So I'm just going to go in with a concealer brush and just go underneath. As you guys can see, I feel like the concealer is like much lighter, even though it's like the same shade. So I applied this. I'm going to apply some on my nose where I think it needs to be brightened up. Around my mouth area, I like to go up with concealer because I don't want my face to look like I got a face sag. I like to look like I got a face lift. Go in with a brush. Yeah, a brush is so much better. Like, whoa. That looks so good. So you guys can see like my look is kind of already brightened up, but let's blend this a little bit more. Okay guys, so as you guys can see under my eyes, it is a little bit heavy, and I think it's because of my allergies. Like when I scratch my eyes, like under my eyes get really puffy and they get like super wrinkly. So I think that's what it is, because this concealer is very lightweight. Like I don't feel it like it's going heavy, but I think there's also a little bit of a shine. So let's get rid of that with some powder, translucent powder. The one I'm going to be using today or trying on today is the E.L.F. Halo Glow Setting Powder. It's in the color light, so I'm not too sure if that's like the color or if it's translucent. So let's see. So we're just going to take some over here that popped up. Let's see the color. Oh, I think it is like a little white, but I'm going to use it very lightly just to get rid of the shine. Not really to set too much, but also like when I do set, I don't really use a lot of powder to set. I kind of like to use this brush a lot to kind of just like go under my eyes, set, and sweep away right away. So I'm going to go around my nose with that as well. So now that we're all set, I want to go in and finish the eyes before I sculpt the face. So let's go ahead and finish the bottom lash line. So I'm just going to go back in with the green, not too dramatic, and just kind of join that and go at the bottom. So as you guys can see, that tape really helped to create that line, and now we just got to connect it at the bottom. And then I'm going to go with the rose gold in the inner corner as well. Okay, so now that I'm done with the eyeshadow, you guys can see this look is really coming together, but I want to line it with some liquid eyeliner just to make it a little bit more put together and dramatic. I'm not going to create a big wing. I'm going to create a super simple wing because I have some really beautiful lashes to go on top. So the eyeliner I'm going to be using today is the Catrice Liquid Liner Matte Liner. This one I've been using for a little while. I think I've used it in my previous beauty on a budget video, but I like this because it has a beautiful felt tip on it. So let's just start from the inner corner and just create like a regular line going like so, and I'm pretty much just gonna stop it right there, if you guys can see that. So let's just build on that line and make it a little bit more pigmented. Okay, so now that we're done building that line, I'm going to go in with a little bit mascara just to coat my lashes so that it has a nice base when I apply my falsies. So now that my eyeliner is dry, I'm going to go in with a eyelash curler and just curl these lashes. My lashes are kind of sparse right now because I did have a little bit of eyelash extensions on before, and with the bad habit I have, I picked them off because I was kind of getting tired of the one or two that were there, so I might have damaged my own lashes. So I'm gonna use this just to give it a little bit of a oof. Okay, so now that I have some sort of mascara on these lashes that are somewhat there, I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna go put on some falsies and I'll be right back. So the lashes I'm going to be using today is from LASH'D by TD, and this is in the name Rani. I actually really like these lashes. Like, I've been using them for a very long time and I always reorder from her when I run out because half the time I have eyelash extensions. But I like it because it's like dramatic but cute, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're done with our lashes, and as you guys can see, the lashes make such a big difference. As you guys can see, it's not like super dramatic. Actually, it is really dramatic. It's dramatic, but it's like cute and subtle, and it makes like kind of dresses up a look. But now that we're done with our eyes, I kind of just want to bring a little bit of dimension back to my face. So we're gonna go in with some contour, and the contour palette we're gonna be using today is again from E.L.F. So this one is the Sculpt and Shade contour palette, and as you guys can see, it has 2 dark shades and 2 highlight shades, but I won't be using the highlight shades. I'm just going to be using the darker ones to kind of bronze up my face and give it a little bit of contour. So I'm going to go in with kind of like mix these 2 shades a little bit, and let's see this payoff. Ooh, it has a very nice tone to it. You guys can see that it's already kind of chiseled. So I'm just going to take this like how I would with bronzer, and I'm not going to do it super contoury because I still want this to look very flowy and kind of dispersed. I don't want too much of like a chiseled cheekbone. I kind of just want it to be bronzy, you know, very cute. Okay, so now we want to give this look a little bit more of a playful vibe to it, so we're going to add blush. I'm going to go for like a little bit more of an orange corally type today, just because I'm feeling the vibe with the olive green and the sage green and the dark green. So I believe it just needs a little bit of coral. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite brands of blushes is from Beauty, and this blush is in the color called Sunkissed, and this is from Shoppers Drug Mart. So it is a Shoppers Drug Mart a makeup brand, and just look how pretty that color is. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it has a very nice reflective kind of like pearly tone to it. So let's take a blush brush and apply this, and let's see. Oh, right away you could see like that pigment. I didn't even put my brush like all the way into it, and that just did like 2 cheeks right there. So I'm not going to go too much with this blush because it's super pigmented, but as you guys can see, this is a beautiful color. I'm just going to swipe some across my nose to give it like a sun-kissed kind of look. There we go. Okay, so to get that very beautiful glowy vibe, I like to put on some setting spray first and then going with my highlighter. So the setting spray I'm going to be using today is the E.L.F. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. So this is more of obviously a dewy setting spray. It's going to give me that glow that I want instead of a matte one, and just smells so amazing. Like, it smells like summer's around the corner. Give that a shake and let's just give it a spritz. Okay, and let's spray it on our face. It's so cold. Oh, but it smells so good. It smells like coconuts. So you guys can see that I already kind of have that glow going on. So let's not wait and let's go straight to our highlighter. So the highlighter I'm going to be using today, I've used it before. It's Pixie by Petra, and this is in the color Subtle Sunrise. So it is a highlighter duo, which I absolutely love. I like to go in with both colors because this is like a warmer coral tone and this is like a kind of shinier golden highlighter. So I like to go with that, and you guys can see right away that one swipe gives me that highlight and that glow that I need. So let's go in with the other side. Again, just absolutely stunning. I love that. I'm gonna go with it on our nose, and I like to take a little bit of my finger and kind of just go like right there with it and on the bridge of my nose. Okay, and let's go on the cupid's bow, forehead, just like glowing all over. Like, this is your excuse to just put like a highlighter to the max because it's the season for it. We are glowing. So if you did too much like I did, you can tone it down a little bit with your foundation brush. I'm just gonna buff it out a little bit, and there, it's super pretty, super subtle, and it's not like shimmery highlighter. It's like very like natural glow highlighter, which is what I like. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to be doing is my lips, obviously. So for me, when I do springtime makeup, I like it to look very glowy, so I don't really go for mattes. This time I'm going to be using gloss, and Revlon has one of the best glosses that have so much pigment in it. This, by the way, this video is not sponsored by Revlon. I've just always loved Revlon's products. They've always had high quality products for affordable prices. So I'm going to be going in with their vinyl lip polish, and this is in the color, oh, does it say? Oh wait, yeah, it does say Act Natural. Super small, so I can't really see it, but it's like more of like a light coral kind of pinky shade, and this is gonna definitely go in with the whole vibe that's going on here right now. So let's apply some of this. So this is a very pigmented gloss, so as you put it on, like, you can see like it has a color, beautiful color, but we're not gonna leave it like that. So let's just spread that out. This is just so pretty. Now, I don't like to put too much liner when I do my glosses because I do have big lips already. So if I put liner, it makes it look super huge, which I don't really like. So I like it like this, so I keep it simple. Just a little bit of gloss to put this look together, and we're done. Okay, so we are finished with this absolutely gorgeous kind of dramatic spring look. As you guys asked, you guys wanted a look with just shimmer shadows, so it could be done. You don't always need mattes to create a look. Yes, it can be a little bit messy, but once you practice, you will perfect it. But yeah, this is such a beautiful vibe right now. I'm liking the subtle, dramatic eye, and the combination of the corals just really warm up the skin. So if you guys really like this look, please comment down below, like it, share it, please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next month. Bye, stay flawless.